Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Wizland with Wiz. Happy to be with you guys today. If you read the title, today I will share with you my first 15 days on this 75 hard program. And honestly, the things that I've very much kind of realized within those 15 days. This is my fourth time around trying to do 75 hard, but today is day 16, so I'm 5 days away from my all-time high, and I'm very much excited to get past that and get to that 75-day mark. One of the things that I want you to understand when you start off the program, if you're not taking priority on your rest and then on yourself in a sense, it is going to be very much difficult for you to attain that goal of 75 days, just because I'm noticing that. My fourth time around, I'm very much focused in me getting rest and what happens when I don't get enough rest. Example, the first 7 days were pretty much easy for me in a way, because usually when you start something, you're very excited about it. And that excitement, kind of that momentum you build based on the excitement alone, pushes you through the first phase, which is usually the 7 days. After that, the second week, around day 10 and 11, I started feeling very much sore, like my lower back, my legs, my upper body, everything was very much sore. And on top of that, when you're sore, it's like you feel like shit. Like if your body hurts, sometimes your body kind of relates that to your body's going to relate that to your mind, and it's going to kind of trick you to stop doing any form of exercise. So that was the most difficult kind of thing for me on the first phase, where the first 7 days, because I wasn't feeling good. You know, my body wasn't feeling good. Like my mind was trying to tell me, hey, you need to rest, you need to rest. But the thing is that I wasn't sleeping over 6 hours. To be honest, I was probably sleeping about 4 to 5 hours at max. So after the second week of doing it, the last 2 days, I've been actually noticing how much sleep will play a part in this. If I'm getting about 6 to 8 hours, I'm pretty much good the day after. If I get anything less than that, it's not gonna be an immediate result. I'm not gonna immediately see the consequence of me not sleeping 4 to 5 hours. But usually after the third day of me doing that, that's when I start noticing that my body's not recovering fast enough. So that's one of the things that you have to focus with this program. You have to give your body rest. You have to commit to your 2 45-minute workouts, and however you work them out, make sure that you're resting at night. Make sure that you're setting up the best environment for yourself as possible. Another thing that I noticed, that usually I'm a person that at least leaves one light on at night. I don't know, it's just kind of a habit. It's something I've gotten used to since I was little. With this program, I changed that the last 5 days, and I've noticed that that's actually helping me a lot. So I'm resting more. I feel when I wake up, I feel rested, and I'm ready to start the day again. So that's one of the things. You have to set up your environment as best as possible. And sometimes you have to kind of see what things work for you and what things do not. So me trying to implement that light thing has really helped me kind of get to that place where I feel more rested and I'm getting more rest. Another thing, one thing that is very noticeable for me now is the aspect that I'm not craving no chips, I'm not craving ice cream, I'm not craving anything like that. And the people around me are actually, they're not doing the 75 hard, but they are just consuming sweets and things of that nature. Prior to the program, I would just run to the fridge and get something to eat based on what I see. Now I have enough discipline to not want that. And I think it's harder when you kind of when you kind of use that kind of mechanism in yourself, that you kind of overriding on a lot of decisions. But with this program, I'm not overriding a lot of decisions, because I already have a schedule and I'm just following the schedule. So what that means is that because I'm doing 75 hard, I'm not trying to go out. I'm not trying to do all these different things. So I'm pretty much focusing on work, focusing on me going to the gym, focusing on the foods that I'm eating, focusing on the book that I'm eating. I'm sorry, focusing on the book that I'm reading, and just allowing my day to be very much, in a sense, boring. But I know that while some might see it as boring, it's actually being very much structured to kind of make me the best version of myself. So you have to understand that the more kind of things you put around your life, the more things that I guess the more options you have in life, the more things that you have to do, the more things that you're not structuring, then it is going to be more difficult for you to be focused and do things. For me, having these 5 things that I need to do on a daily basis, some of them are easier than others. But regardless of that being the case, I'm still battling to get those things done before 12 midnight. One of the other things that I actually am noticing too is that the last 3 tries that I tried to do 75 hard, I wasn't so focused on getting everything done by 12 a.m. Now, it's much easier for me to actually reset at 12 a.m., meaning that if I'm still awake at 12 a.m., that's a new day for me. Before, I would be like, I would see it as whenever my day finishes. So meaning whatever time I go to sleep, that's when my day ends. So it's like now that I'm actually going at like how a day actually works, I'm sticking to that. It's kind of forcing me to do things within that 24-hour frame rather than the time frame that I actually was awake for. Because for me, sometimes I was awake for a very long time, and sometimes because of my job, I actually was awake random times. Like I don't have a general I don't have a conventional Monday to Friday job. Like I have my days are off during the week, and then on weekends I work every single time. So it's not conventional. So based on that, that's how I was structuring my 75 hard experience. But I think it's much easier if you stick to the simple 24 hours schedule, where at 12 a.m. That's the end of the day. 12:01 is the beginning of a new day. So that's one of the things that I've noticed. As far as the reading, I haven't had an issue with reading. I think that as long as you read something you enjoy, meaning that, and I don't know, sometimes it's hard for some people to read stuff that is going to help them, just because it's educational per se. But I truly see that you have to find a book that relates to you and the lifestyle that you're living. So whatever circumstance you're currently in life, so whatever industry you're currently being a part of or whatever it is, it doesn't hurt you reading 10 pages a day for that particular industry. For me, I'm more so trying to, overall trying to learn from people that are in different industries and learning their intakes about life, learning things that work for them, and trying to mix them for my own personal life in my own way, so I can actually put them into play in my industry, which is art, and just creation, creation like on YouTube and things of that nature. So I'm using those things to mix them together and applying them to my own personal life in that way. I don't stick too much to one particular topic. Right now, I'm reading the book Stick It. I believe Stick It. I don't think I have it with me right now. Let me go get it real quick. So it's not Stick It. It's actually Switch. How to Change Things When Change is Hard. So this is the book that I'm currently reading. So if you can see it. So that's what we're reading right now. And right now I am in page 161. So basically, that's what I'm reading, man. And I think that there's a lot of things that I've learned from here, from actually that I am applying to this. And I am kind of understanding with the 75 hard program, which is how hard things are to change when you don't have plans. And this is actually helping me to implement certain things that I'm learning from here and understand what's going on with my mindset when I'm trying to fight change, but I also want change. So it's pretty interesting to see. And that's my recommendation for you. If you're in a particular industry or things that are going to help you with the program, read them, start reading it, because it is going to help you through the process. And at the end of the day, it's only 10 pages, man. If you can't make 30 minutes of the day, because usually it can take 30 minutes, if you're really like involved and inside the book and just all attention to it and focus on the book, it is going to take about 30 minutes. Some might be faster readers, but for me, it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes sometimes. It just depends on how much effort I'm putting to it. And that's the thing. I know it's not going to be always 100%, but I will always try to give my 100% in everything that I'm doing. So yeah, guys, one of the main things, this is the update for 75 Hard. Today is day 16, but my first 15 days, rest. That's the main thing, rest. And another thing, do not allow your brain to stop you from doing this, because I think that if you allow yourself to think a lot about it, then you are going to stop. You're not going to continue, because your body might be in pain, and then your brain is gonna be like, yeah, you need to rest, you need to stop doing this, it's not working. But one of the things is that it doesn't matter how much pain you might be going through right now, or how sore you are or whatever, because if you continue to go on, your body's going to adapt and it's going to change, because you're forcing it to change. You have to be in control of your mind and those thoughts that might be negative in a way, and just be able to go through the other side. I think that's one of the main things that I've noticed with me this time around. I don't want to quit. I'm not. And I'm consciously, because before, like, I wasn't even thinking about not quitting. I was just like, I'm going to be able to do this and then just go day at a time. No, now I'm telling myself every single day, you're not going to quit. You got another day. So I'm looking forward to attacking the day. I'm looking forward to getting another day under my belt and just attaining the goal. So yeah, guys, I hope you liked today's episode. If you did, go ahead, subscribe. New to the channel, appreciate you watching the channel. If you've done the 75 Hard program, congratulations. If you're doing it, keep up, man. Keep it up. Keep going. Doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if you're day 1, you're day 70, 50. Doesn't matter, as long as you are pushing through and you're getting better every single day. See you on the next one. Take care. Peace.